Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. What's up? What's up? And how are you guys? So for tonight, we are going to be doing a wrap up AMA for a Castle Crush, and it has been a really fruitful week. We had a lot of events. We had a lot of streams available in our community, and it was a really exciting week for me. So together with me is no other than Fallen Corpses. What's up, Fallen? How are you?
Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm good. I'm good.
Nice, nice. So it has been a week since our kickoff AMA, and a lot of things have already happened. We have the community AMA. We had multiple community streams like the LFG by Amazing, like the streams of AC and Game Hunters. So right now we are on the closing part of our week, which is gonna be the wrap up AMA for Castle Crush. So any news so far, and any updates on what happened this entire week, Colin?
Yeah, like you said, it was jam packed. The main thing for this week was that tournament. We had a lot of back and forth go on, and a few matches actually were so close that they took a little bit longer than we thought. So we still haven't finished the tournament itself. There isn't a champion, so we won't know till like tomorrow, most likely, when and who the champion for Castle Crush YGG is this season.
All right. So we have some of our guests here on backstage right now, and I'll be bringing them up here later on. But yeah, Colin, before we actually call on some of our special guests, some of our players on Castle Crush, maybe we can discuss a bit more on one of the events for Castle Crush, which is the emoji contest. So can you tell something about it, or can you expound on what is it about, and what are the people supposed to do for this one?
Yeah, so we've been running an emoji contest for the whole week, just like what we did with Splinterlands, and that's essentially to have people create an emoji that we will use in the specific Discord, right? Because we have a separate YGG Castle Crush Discord. So we need some more user created emojis there for that stream. So in regards to that, I have linked. There's a link to the contest form. We will leave that open for another, day or two. So if people want to quickly put together something, they can submit that. And if your emoji is selected to be used within the Discord, you will actually qualify for one of our creator gap quests. And in regards to that as well, the gap season will be ending, in a week from now. So this is kind of like a final opportunity for people to kind of get in and add another gap quest there. So that form's open if you're interested. We have had quite a few submissions, but there is always room for more good emojis.
That's great. That's great. And for you guys watching on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, I've already posted the link here on the video. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, it's just currently below us. So yeah, if you guys aren't also if you guys are not yet here on our Discord channel, you can join us here on discord.gg/ygg. We're currently here on English Voice, and yeah, there's gonna be a lot of things going on tonight. We're going to have special guests joining us, and yeah, are you guys ready? Harsh and Pachanan, maybe I can bring you guys up right now. Let's go, let's go. So Fallen, we have special guests here. If I'm not mistaken, these people are the participants of the Castle Crush tournament that we currently have on YGG. So yeah, I'm quite not familiar with them, so I'll be bringing them up right now. And please introduce yourselves, guys. Harsh and Pachanan, what's up, what's up? Good evening, good morning.
All fine. Good evening.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. We can hear you loud and clear. So maybe just a short introduction about you guys and how you started maybe playing Castle Crush and how long you guys have been playing.
I'm playing from 2 years.
2 years. That's great. So you have started Harsh Kumar, right? Which
Yes.
what is your IGN in the game itself?
IG means level.
What's your in-game name on the game itself?
Literally, I have 2 to 5 accounts. So every accounts have different names.
Ah, I see, I see. So you have been playing Castle Crush already for 2 years. So if I'm not mistaken, that is the time we're in Castle Crush isn't a Web3 game, right? Fallen.
Yeah.
So it is still on the Web 2. So during the transition, what is the best things that you think happened so far when it transitioned from a Web 2 game to a Web 3 game?
Well, the developers introduced new cards, especially update because they didn't introduce any updates from last 2 years.
I see. And now if I'm not mistaken, you are currently part of YGG, right? So you're
Yes,
having the perks of having to access the stash of the cards that we have for rent. So how is it so far? Is it how's this experience? How's what's the difference, the main difference of you playing before and you playing right now?
since NFT introduced in game, we don't have any max level card. So normal when a player doesn't have max cards, they need NFT to play
I
because
see.
NFT have a complete next level.
I see. I
You
see.
can't compete without NFT to other.
Alright. So yeah, Fallen, maybe we can share again the background on how we do lens stuff on here on YGG, how we actually help new players get a jump start, a head start on the game as well.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. We have a form on our on our YGG Castle Crush Discord that people can apply for and kind of request what cards they're
Scholarships.
interested in. Yes, exactly. Like a scholarship, and then we will, if we have those cards available, send those cards out for the people to use it. It's that simple.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good. That's a good way to actually have a better grasp of the game, have a good head start on the game without actually spending money on it. So we here in YGG actually helps everyone in the community get a jump start on the game. So yeah, Pacharan, is your mic on? We haven't heard from you. So please introduce yourself and let
Yeah,
us know your experience maybe on Castle
yeah,
Crush.
yeah. Good morning, good morning. Am I audible?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
can
we
hear
can
you
hear you.
right now, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, so feel free to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your start with Castle Crush, and then we'll kind of go on to how you guys feel about the what do you call it, the tournament, how the tournament's gone.
The
yeah. So,
tournament is going in a very good manner,
yeah, that
especially
that
for the
rule,
arrangement, because there is
yeah,
no hard rule for anything.
that rule is very good for a low level player to a max level player equally.
Yeah, I think the mechanics of the tournament is meant for people to actually have equal decks, right? And like similar synergy. So there's gonna
Yeah.
be no deck advantage. It's gonna be more on the RNG and more on the skills of the player, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, actually last week we did a kickoff AMA, me and Fallen, and we actually have watched some of your games, Bachanan. Um,
Yeah.
I think it's
I
still
lost. I lost. That was Sam. Sam.
yeah,
Sam won.
we saw you won one if I'm not mistaken. You were able to reverse the game if that's the case. So we actually have some videos here prepared, and I'm going to play some of it, and maybe you guys can actually do comment on the strategy and what happened. Since me and Fallen here are actually casuals, and we really are not really in depth in terms of the mechanics and the strategy of the game. So I'll be playing one video and maybe you guys can dissect it for us. Would that be great? So yeah, I'll be playing the game Abraham versus Perux. Alright.
Yes.
Edge. Oh, so it was Rook who actually won that game. So yeah, guys, I think it was a bit close, or is it not? I'm actually quite not sure. So yeah, can you guys stay on this one?
Actually, it's not that close because both opponents are using different strategy deck. Abraham is using deck like Power, but Peruxa 100 Pexe is using a deck like Rush deck. He have to release all cards as quick as he can.
One use low mana cards and another one is high mana cards using.
Mm. So it was like more of an early game versus late game kind of thing. So yeah, given that those games, how long or how does it feel to be part of a tournament? So are you guys kind of nervous, or is it your first time joining a tournament, or have you guys joined previous Castle Crush tournaments as well? Can you share your experiences, guys? Let's start maybe with you, Harsh.
Yes,
So
I joined the YGG tournament and it's very good for me. Even I faced a lot of players with different decks and different type of strategy to play.
And
My last battle was with Mikol, who is in Alpha Titans Clan 1. Means, uh,
and
and
you made it to the finals, didn't you?
yep, I am in round 4 at the moment,
Yes, exactly.
but I have to won against SSJH for come in semifinals.
So you're still in the tournament there. Unfortunately for
Yep, I
you,
am.
Panchan, if I remember correctly, you
Yeah.
got knocked out, right?
Yes, yes. He knocked out by Edgar. Oh, he's on an A1.
But
Alpha
but I'm
Titans 1.
sure, yeah, I'm sure for next season though, you guys, both of you guys, if we do another tournament, will be joining again, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. So yeah, Pachanan, how about you? How's your experience so far? How do you feel to be part of this tournament? And what are the things that you actually think that you want to see more in the future? Like, yeah, what do you guys want to see?
Yes, I.
First of all, I didn't expect anything. Means, as per the rules, you can only use Castle 5 cards. And in the starting, I didn't think we can use cards like this. It's totally a new experience for us.
Yeah, you're right.
Because we are old players, we are using a card like Higher Castle, Castle 9, Castle 8. But in this tournament, we are using cards up to Castle 5. So it's like fun and strategy.
Yeah. So do
So
you think that evens out the playing field?
Yes, most of players are using their using in cards in upper castle like is less 7 6 or upper or no one uh, no one uses is lower level.
Basically,
Lower.
everyone needs practice
Yes.
to win
so
the qualifying the next rounds.
So yeah, if I'm not mistaken, since there is like a cap on which cards you can bring on this one, like a limit. So most of you guys are used to playing like your standard decks, like your standard composition, which is composed of high level cards, right? So now that there's a limit, like a cap on the level, you guys are actually quite confused right now on how to use this card since you guys aren't using this anymore
Yes.
during your normal gameplay. So
Yeah, that's a problem for all
Yes.
of us. Otherwise, every player in YGG clan are best in itself.
yeah, so yeah, I think Fallen in the future we could consider like an advanced tournament than maybe like an intro tournament. So like people who are actually used on using higher decks and such can actually participate on a more high level competition, while the newbies they can actually start first with the limited one. So it actually evens out the playing field since most of the people are going to be playing the same deck. Am I right or what?
Oh yeah, there's definitely been talks with CryptoDad. CryptoDad has been throwing around some ideas of hopefully being able to structure more than one tournament. Like you said, maybe a beginner and an advanced one, and possibly even like opening this tournament up outside of YGG itself. Right, there is a few other guilds. That are very competitive within Castle Crush that aren't necessarily a part of YGG. And it might be fun to kind of see if we can work some way to have them, since Castle Crush itself doesn't have um, kind of an esports presence, unfortunately, right now.
Yeah, guys, you heard it first here, guys. So, I've seen the GCs and the talks, and I think they're really cooking up a lot of things. So, if you guys are actually part of Castle Crash, you don't have any guild, or you are not part of any community, please join us here on YGG, and yeah, be part of our family and our growing community. So, yeah, Harsh and Pachanan, we have two more games that is available for stream. The next one is actually going to be Who Won versus Farouk. So, Harsh, were you able to face these people, and maybe you can share us your experiences later after this game?
Repeat it once.
Uh, Hey, if I'm not mistaken,
Nah.
that game is actually closer than it looks. So, any comments on this one, Harsh and Batchanan?
Any comments there, boys?
Bo- Both are best players in themselves.
Yeah, very very close game there.
Basically, they are good from us. We can't judge their strategies and other things.
Oh yeah. Sorry. We have a question here as well, Harsh, from the community. So, they are actually wondering, during the entire YGG tournament, maybe which composition were you guys are having the hardest time facing with? And yeah, sorry. We have here Crypto Dad as well. Let's bring him in. Hello, hello, Crypto Dad. What's up? What's up?
Hey guys,
Hey,
what's
Crypto
going on?
Dad.
Hey guys, we
Yeah,
have
good
our
to
we
hear
have
you.
our only hope left. Which,
Last night.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's me.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know your
Damn.
Harsh. Is that your name? I just know it's faces.
Yes. It's me. Four laughing emoji.
Laughing faces.
Ah.
So he's our only hope. He's in round 4. I don't know if you guys talked about the bracket at all.
Last KKS
I will try my best against SSJ.
Yeah.
is out.
So
You
yeah,
guys go
Crypto
over the
Dad.
bracket at all, Paula? And
Sorry.
did you guys go over the bracket at all?
No, we haven't actually shown the bracket at all, and they were actually saying some comments about how they're not used to playing the cards that they are asked to play with, since they are used with higher castle cards. So yeah, maybe we can go through the bracket as well, since it's about to end. When is the expected end date for this tournament, Crypto?
We were hoping to get the finals and semifinals during this live stream, but it's not easy to do live streams. So I would expect by the end of this weekend we should. There's only 1, 2, 3. There's 3, 4, 5 games left. 5 series of games, so it's not much left.
All right. I'll be uploading
One from round 4 and 2 semifinals left. Basically 4 games total.
3.
Yeah, given that I have the bracket ready, so if you want to discuss more on this,
Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah, why
flashing
don't you
it
bring
in
it
the
up?
chat.
Yeah, so there's our bracket. So we had
Yes,
Yeah.
SSJ was the source.
we have 6 clans in YGG, 300 players. There's about 50 players per clan, 105 participants, and we had 3 weeks of qualifiers. And these are the 47 players that qualified. So you can see, each clan is represented. So you have people from Guild House, Guardians, Knights, and then we have the Alpha Titans clans 1, 2, 4. So you can see, if we look at Harsh's game, he faced he had a bye in week 1. Then he faced Daughter, an intra night matchup, and then he had to get through Nicole from AT3, and now he's going to face Edge in the last game of round 4. And so you can see some of the players. We have a lot of Alpha Titans guys. I was expecting more guys from the first clan, because those, the way it's situated, those are like the top players. That's like the top clan in the world. So, but Edgar we have there, who he beat Ovi in round 4, and Ovi was on fire. He came in and he won 2 games in a row, boom boom, like real fast. But Edgar faced I think we have put Panchanan on, right? So you faced Edgar, didn't you? Are you on the call?
Edge is not that level of easy to defeat.
Yeah, it's tough, right? Yeah, these are the best
Especially
players
with
in
those
the world.
card restrictions, right?
Yes, that's a good point, Fallen. So this tournament, to even it out, because you can see, we had everyone. We wanted to make it fair. That's a great point. So we had card restrictions. So you can only play up to Castle 5 cards and no legendaries. And the reason we did that, because you earn cards playing the game. So you start out with a very limited cards, but then as you rise up in castles, you get a chance to win more and more cards. So newer players would have less cards than older players. And not only that, you level up your cards as you play. So that's another thing. In tournament mode, all the cards are the same level and all the castles are the same level. So it's pretty much an even playing field. Of course, the players more experienced will have more strategies, etc. But at least the cards you can play, the castle, everything is even. That's a great point.
Yeah, and it really throws a wrench in a lot of I'm sure at the top level, a lot of these people have their set strategy, right? Their set deck. They got to go back to the drawing board and with all these, with a restriction on these cards and figure out what works.
100%. So Harsh, who was your toughest challenge? Was it Nicole? You still there?
Repeat it once again, please.
Mhm. No, I was saying, who was your toughest challenge in this tournament thus far?
Well, I can't tell it completely because my battle with Age is still pending.
Right, correct. So Edge has not lost a game yet. So he's 4-0.
That's the problem. He is not easy for defeat.
Yeah, he is 4-0. He has not lost a game. He went 2-0 against Punisher and 2-0 against another knight, one of our clan members, Sramoto. So yeah, he has not lost a game. But you've only lost 1 game also, so you're not that far behind.
And is Edge like a top player usually from Alpha Titans?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, he's been around.
he is in first clan of Alpha Titans.
Yeah, he's been around. So you're our only hope. So best of luck to you.
But yeah, guys, given that he is a top player or what, does having restrictions on the deck actually evens it out, or is this still really a big difference in terms of skill or such?
I'm sure
I
it
think
levels the playing
yeah.
field, right?
Yeah, 100%, because in the normal game you have different level cards which are more powerful. So right off the bat, even though he's been playing for 6 years or something, he will have the top level cards. And other players, I would not, for example, new players 6 months in would not. So that levels it for sure. but of course, it's an experience thing,
We
right?
have to play in tournament mode, which makes both equal.
Correct. Correct.
The only you need is a good strategy and a good deck to play.
Yeah, the only advantage that people will have is experience and, from playing so long and they know the cards better or whatever,
Which is
Absolutely.
probably a big thing, right?
Yes, of course. Of course it is. Yep. Yeah, you can't ever level that out, right? But, we did it the best we could. We made it as most pairs we could.
And that's actually great to hear that we have this restrictions and guidelines that actually evens out the playing field, which makes the tournament more competitive and more a bit challenging, especially on the players who are not used on playing these low level cards. So yeah, since this is the AMA, guys, if you have any questions for our people here, we have Harsh here, Bachan, and Cryptodad. And they might be able to answer most of your Castle Crush questions. So please drop it down here on English voice text. So yeah, any other events, any other activities that Castle Crush is planning on the next few weeks, even after the game spotlight week and once the tournament's done. What are the next steps for us, Crypto Dad?
So I would like to definitely have this as a seasonal tournament. So we kind of crown the YGG champion each season. I think that would be fun if we could continue to do that. But I was also thinking, I was like, okay, we have the YGG champion. Would it be fun if we had the Castle Crush overall champion? And we have some kind of, and this is something I'm just thinking, we haven't confirmed we'll do this, but I thought it'd be cool if YGG hosted a tournament for, open to everyone to join in. Maybe they pay some YGG token fee or something like this, and we open it up and we see who's the overall champion for Castle Crush.
Yeah, I think that is a good idea. Maybe we can consider that sometime in the future. And yeah, Fallen, any thoughts on that one?
Yeah, we're definitely looking to work and kind of expand this. That's one of the great things about when we split these games up and let the game leaders like CryptoDad kind of decide in what direction the community wants to take it. YGG is really just here to kind of support a lot of those things. So again, CryptoDad will create a proposal on kind of how he wants to tailor these tournaments or any initiatives. We bring those over and see how we can facilitate them on the marketing side, right? Or YGG, whatever it is, assets marketing. And then we'll, if it's possible, we'd love to, push those initiatives out. So whether that's more tournaments, a change in the tournament structure, right? It's just a matter of putting it together. So me and CryptoDad have already been talking. He loves to shoot ideas my way. So we have a few ideas, like I talked about a little bit earlier, that aren't fleshed out. And once more details come out, anybody that's in the actual Castle Crush, YGG Castle Crush server, will be the first to know about it.
Nice. So yeah, thank you so much on that one. And yeah, we have question for you guys, Crypto Dad, Harsh, and Bachan. Maybe you guys can answer this. This is from Beebs. So he's actually asking if you guys actually use the same cards or do you adjust depending on your opponent. So which is it?
I'll leave that one for the tournament players. They're probably best to answer. I didn't even qualify, unfortunately. I tried, but after 3 rounds, I couldn't make it.
So yeah, the question is for you, Harsh and Bachan. So how do you still adjust your deck, or is the deck that you're using the one you've used since the start of the tournament, or what?
I am always changing my deck against any opponent
Yes.
because once I play, my opponent already know my card and strategy to use.
Yes, some opponents keep playing us in a same deck and going win, and
Yeah, I mean, to add in, I think you have to adjust. You try. That's the cool thing about the game, and you probably know this as a newer player. You try different strategies, right? You try some cards that didn't work, and sometimes it's just it's a luck thing too because you're drawn certain cards you can play. So you may have a better deck or the same deck, but because the cards that you were given, the game randomly gives you cards to play. It's a luck involved as well.
So it's RNG is a really big factor in this one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's definitely it's definitely a factor because if you're given like 4 cards, maybe you want certain cards to play in the beginning, but you're given cards that are meant for the end, then that's gonna restrict your usage. And there's certain combinations that you want to use. So that 100%.
Gotcha. So yeah, since we're talking about the games, maybe we can play the last video so far. So it's gonna be Nicole versus Laugh. So yeah, if I'm
Yeah,
not
before
mistaken,
we
that's
cue
you,
that
Harsh,
up,
right?
Yeah.
So this is the stream that you've been waiting for. So
Yeah.
the last
And this
video
is
before
the
we actually wrap things up.
this is the round 3 game where he Harsh gets to the round 4. So this
Yeah,
is a big game.
that's versus me call.
GG's.
Wow,
So
that,
yeah.
that was a long one. I guess it wasn't the last game because Miko won. There might have been game 1 or 2, but anyway, that was a good match. I got to run, guys. It was a pleasure being here. Thanks for having me on, and I look forward to watching the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, thank you so much as well, Crypto Dad, for joining us here on the AMA. And I think
Yeah, come follow along in the tournament's channel and the our Castle Cross Discord.
yeah, definitely. And yeah, let me share the link for the Castle Crush Discord so the people here in the community can actually join. So I'll be posting it on the screen right now. Here's the link of their Discord. So if you guys are interested in joining the Castle Crush community of YGG, please go to this link. It's discord.gg with that long long link. It's KUSZRAQTE 3R. So yeah, I think crypto that is about to drop off, and yeah, we are about to wrap the AMA as well. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us, Fallen, Harsh, Bachanan, and Crypto Dad. It has been a pleasure to do this game spotlight for this week for Castle Crush, and it was a really action-packed week with tournaments, esports, streams, and a lot of fun with the community. So, any last words before we actually close it out, Fallen, Harsh, and everyone else?
Thank you, Syl, for a wonderful interview of us.
Yeah, thank you as well for your time and for you
And I
guys
have
dropping
to
by.
thank Crypto Dad for inviting me here.
Our pleasure.
Because without his invite, I can't interview here.
Our pleasure, our pleasure. So yeah, Pachanan, any last words for this one?
Same as us. Same as that. Actually, Hars invited me in this interview. So thanks, Hars. And thanks to meet you all, guys.
Nice to meet you guys as well. Crypto Dad, I know you need to go now, and yeah, we're letting you go now. So, Fallen, any closing remarks or any announcements that you guys want the community to know and want the people here on the Discord to know?
Yeah, just closing thoughts. Be sure to get your gap enrollments and submissions in. Next week is the last week. We will probably be closing a lot of submissions and stuff at the end of that week. So if you have anything to get in, or any quests that you want to qualify for, or that you have qualified for, make sure that you enroll on the YGG website there. And yeah, it's just been a pleasure to have everybody and host these game weeks. Our next game week will be, again, not next week, but the week after that. I'm not going to leak what that game is, but it's a pretty big game that people are, I'm sure, to be excited about. So we hope to see everybody there for that one. And then who knows, maybe Castle Crush will come back sometime in the next few months for another recap stream itself, the highlight week. And we'd love to have Harsh, Panchan, and Crypto Dad on for that as well, as always.
Definitely. I actually was laughing because I think, Fallen, you have dropped some small hints on which game it would be. I know which game it would be, so I was like just having internal
I will
jokes on my
not
end.
say anything.
It was funny.
Ah,
But yeah, guys, prepare for something big. Prepare for something really good for the coming weeks. And yeah, it has been a pleasure hosting this wrap up AMA as well. Once again, thank you so much, Fallen Corpses, Harsh, Pachanan, and Cryptodad. And Fallen, you have one more thing, right?
Yeah, I completely forgot. I just want to plug this as well. We are having that Pixels event right after this stream at 12:15. So that'd be 12:15 p.m. for EST and 12:15 a.m. for everybody in SGT there. So that's another big event. There is a gap reward going with that too. So anybody that's listening, we'd love to have you hop on that stream as well.
I remember the first Pixel event that you guys had. I think it was almost a few months ago, and look how time goes by right now. We are already on the end of the GAP season 3, and it was a really wild ride for everyone, especially also for us marshals since we have our own quest. And yeah, guys, after this stream, please go down to Discord at gg/ygg. You guys are going to do the event right on the Discord channel, right?
Yep,
So
it'll be right in the Discord.
drop down here, guys, on Discord. Join us on the Pixels event. And yeah, I think that's it for me. It has been a pleasure hosting this wrap up AMA. This is still community marshal and media associate for YDG, and Fallen Corpses here.
Thanks, guys.
I was waiting for your title, bro. But yeah, it has been a pleasure working with you guys. Harsh, Pachana, and Crypto Dad. GG's, and see you guys around the metaverse. Metaverse. Peace out, guys.
thank you, Syl.
GG's,
See you.
GG's, GG's.
Yeah, thanks for joining, guys. GG's.